Hello, I'm Dave. Welcome to another episode of D.I.Why. I'm finally almost ready to clad the back wall. But before I clad the back wall, a couple of things need to happen, a couple of important things. If anybody sat through my Design with Dave video, then you'll know up here I need to run a pretty sturdy shelf which will protrude possibly to about here. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to offer some wood up, see how it looks, and that's going to contain some downlighters and indeed most of the electrical wiring, because I don't want to sink it into a wall, forget where it is, drill into it one day, and I may want to reconfigure the space at some point. So what I'm going to do today is test fit the shelf. See what looks right, see what feels right. I brought in a temporary sofa from my patio, which I made the mistake of sitting down on a few minutes ago. It's wet, but you know, these things happen. I'll just continue with wet pants. At least they're only wet around the back. You know, wet around the front is when you've really got a problem. Stop talking, Dave, you're rambling. Yeah, so one thing I wish I'd done beforehand is mark out on this wall where the studs are in this wall. I have a rough idea from looking back through videos, but I'd rather not chance it. I need to put a pretty solid bracket on this side connected to the studs. I don't just want to end up screwing it to cladding and it falls down later on. That'll just be embarrassing. So I'll take a few minutes, just remove a board, be certain where the studs are and mark it up on this side. So that's what I'll do. Not bad. It is pretty much where I expected and where I wanted it to be. But it's always best not to guess, because you can guess wrong quite easily.
Work it just a little bit. 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 Work it. Work it just a little bit. 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 Work it. Work it. Work it. Record. Work it just a little bit. 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 Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it just a little bit.
Don't see the good man. Oh, don't see the good man. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Ow! No flip-flops today.
Don't see the good man. Oh, don't see the good man. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Okay, so here we go. Got shelf up for wood storage. Temporary lighting underneath. These will in time be replaced with spotlights once I've found some I like and once I've bought them. And I thought what I'd do, instead of just relying on pictures, measurements and my imagination, brought in some patio furniture. So you've already seen the sofa. I've been using it as a workbench, and unfortunately I drew first blood, but not to worry. I've got a small table at the end just so I can see something there rather than a big gap. That is reserved for the mitre saw station I'm going to build. And I wanted something around the height of a workbench and about the same width to represent what I'm going to build next to the sofa to support the workbench when it folds down. It occurred to me, I've got this handy wine cooler, not that I drink wine, and that is the right size. And then it occurred to me, if I was dragging it in here anyway, I don't really use it in my cinema because I've got a beer fridge in the gym next door and a bar around the back. I'm quite spoiled, I'm not an alcoholic. Lost my flow. So yeah, why not keep it in here? So what I need to do next, before my next round of buying materials, including all of the cladding for the back wall, I'm going to have to run in some cables, which means I'm going to have to figure out where the sockets go, where the light switch goes, everything ahead of time. So now is the time to figure it all out. It's a bit of messing about, but I'm glad I've done it, because if afterwards I decided, fridge would be good in here and I've no socket, that'd just be annoying, I'd have to redo it. So, I think socket for a fridge, double socket above the workbench for power tools, double socket over here just for phone charging, maybe a lamp, could be a fan, low down socket just to plug the mitre station into, and maybe another low socket somewhere else for a heater. I think that'll about do me. Just some lights over here and a couple of lights by the windows just for when the bar shelf is sorted out, because you want to see your pints. So it's all coming together. Just got to do a load more planning and buy a load more materials, and then hopefully I'm getting close. I really need to get finished. Get this electrics in, back wall cladded, underneath of the shelf will also be cladded, or clad the front of it so it'll look nice and not like it's made out of scrap, which it is. This wall was formerly my big workbench on wheels. And the ply was originally, before it was my big workbench on wheels, left over from building the floor. So, I mean, nobody can say I've not got value for money. This wood has now been reused for the third time. Yeah, that's all about all I've got to tell you. Might have a little sit down. Until next time, night night. Okay, here we go. Future projects. Now a big one. Aside from the workshop, because I can't spend all of my time and brain power thinking about the workshop. That's all been thought out, as much as anything I ever do gets thought out. So a big project for next year, going to build a woodshed between two trees. There's a tree. This one's a holly tree. And this one over here is some kind of weeping willow. It's still waiting on its haircut. It's getting quite frustrating now. And I've got mud which I need to level off. Got the lower wall. How many bricks do I want to do? Bricks. I know what you're thinking. This level of artistry this early in the morning. How do I achieve it? I have no idea. Just born with it, I guess. Bricks, 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 bricks. And then, as you may have seen, on top of the brick wall, there is a fence, which I still need to finish, and I'm hoping to get to before winter kicks in, because it's going to be a miserable experience finishing a fence in the winter. Slats, slats, slats. So, this is what I've got. Now that I think about it, I could have just inserted a photograph or cut away to a little video clip. Plus you've seen it anyway. But we're here now. So I've currently got a woodshed built in front of this tree, which is, to be fair, it's a solid, unspectacular woodshed, but it just blocks the tree. I mean, for my money, the woodshed would be better, instead of being blocking the tree, be in the middle. So that's what I'm planning to do, but it wouldn't be much of a DIY channel if I just struggled and moved a woodshed from here to here. It's got to be needlessly complicated to be anywhere near satisfying. So what I've had ticking over in my brain for a while is a design I call the triangle, because it's going to be a triangle and it's going to be between two trees. So the woodshed will be a triangular design, like so. And what I'm thinking so far, I'll have a central beam and then some thicker beams meeting up to it, like so. Probably need some kind of bracing in between it, and possibly multi-level to enable some log storage without having to have any unfortunate log avalanches, as tends to happen when you stack anything too high in one go. I'm regretting drawing all of these bricks and then drawing logs over it. So this magnificent scribble will be the triangle. Now if we look from a more three-dimensional, if I can achieve it, side view, we've got our long beam here giving it some depth. We've got the angled beams going up to meet that. And what I intend to do is also, just to be more interesting, and some beams up there, and then hit slats. Oh, this is terrible. Such a terrible drawing. Well, fit slats, they may protrude even further, just so that from the side elevation you get another triangle there. and probably some kind of solid base, and the log storage will be contained within. So the triangle, that's one big project I'm planning for next year. I'll be grateful to get this idea out of my head because it's been in there for quite some time. Let's just add a little bed there, sitting in the tree, very happy. So yeah, the triangle. Hopefully that'll be coming next spring. Possibly I'll be extending out this area. I'm not sure if it'll be gravelled. I mean, it's already badly gravelled. It's where we park the cars. But it'd be nice to have some kind of fire pit. Or a pizza. I don't know. Some kind of fire pit, some kind of seating area. What I may do is contain some pull-out seating within one side of the triangle. I mean, it'll save the bed pooing on it. It'll keep it out of the way when it's not in use. But just some pull-out seating contained within this corner, which is dead space really, but it should look cool. I mean, if you're going to go to this expense and effort, things should look cool. Hopefully this will look cool, and the drawing doesn't do it justice. It looks better in my head. So, triangle, coming soon.